The Magic School Bus on the Ocean Floor by Joanna Cole, illustrated by Bruce Digeon. The ocean animals and plants are labeled only at their first appearance within the story. It was the end of the day, and it was so hot in school. We had been working for hours on our ocean science projects. All our work made Miss Frizzle very happy, but it made us very tired and hot. Wow, it's hot today. Not Miss Frizzle's dress. Yeah, it's cool, man. Doesn't learning about oceans make you happy, Arnold? Actually, it makes me feel kind of crabby. All the oceans of the world are really one huge ocean by Rachel. The oceans of the world are all connected together. They form one world ocean. Earth is a watery planet by Wanda. There is more water than land on the Earth. Oceans are covered almost 3/4 of the planet, 75%. We are putting the finishing touches on a display about how ocean animals swim. When someone said, "I wish we could go swimming," Miss Frizzle looked up. Without warning, she said, "As a matter of fact, children, I've been planning a class trip to the ocean for tomorrow." Everybody cheered. Hooray! Sometimes having a weird teacher isn't so bad. Did she say ocean? Where we swim and play? Is she serious? Don't ask. Just pack your beach bag. The next day, everyone showed up in a bathing suit. We boarded the old bus, and Frizzle started the engine. We were ready for a day of fun in the sun. I can't wait to go swimming. I'm going to build a sandcastle. Boy, are we lucky! When we finally came to the beach, we wanted to jump off the bus. But guess what? Miss Frizzle didn't stop. She kept right on going, past the lifeguard station, across the land, and down the water's edge. Hi, I'm Lenny the lifeguard. Here's a picture of me saving a third grader last summer. Mm-hmm. Hey, where are we going? Mm-hmm. Isn't she supposed to park in the parking lot? We are now in the intertidal zone, said Miss Frizzle. That is the part of the shore that is covered with water at high tide and uncovered at low tide. Here I am saving a grandmother, and this is my famous rescue of Muffy, a beloved family pet. Out of the windows we saw tide pools, puddles of water left on shore. When the tide goes out where we were hoping the Frizz would let us out. But no such luck. She kept driving full speed ahead. She said we were going to the beach. No, she didn't. She said we were going to the ocean. I guess she really meant it. As the bus splashed through the waves, the lifeguard blew his whistle. Frizzy didn't stop, so he came rushing out to rescue us. Pardon me, please, I have to rescue a school bus. A breeze makes little ripples, a strong wind makes large waves. Suddenly, a mysterious wave rose up. Miss Frizzle opened the door of the bus, and the lifeguard was swept inside. Outside the windows, we saw nothing but rushing water. We screamed and closed our eyes. Hi, I'm Lenny Lifeguard. Oh great, I feel safer already. We were going under. Class, the best way to learn about the ocean is to see it up close. Not this close. When we finally opened our eyes, everything was quiet. We were under the ocean, and there had been a few small changes. The bus had turned into a submarine, and everyone was wearing a diving suit. We should have known. We were on another one of Miss Frizzle's crazy class trips. Don't worry, kids. I'll save your lives. That's my job. Maybe later. Miss Frizzle's just getting started. Nothing can stop her now. Right away, Miss Frizzle started talking about the ocean. We are now passing the continental shelf, she said. That's the area that stretches from the shore to where the water is 400 to 600 feet deep. Class, the water is getting deeper and deeper. Ocean science is too deep for me. What is continental shelf? By Carmen. All around the edge of the world's continents, the land slants down and is covered by the ocean water. This underwater land is called the continental shelf. A New World by Dorothy. A continent is one of the 7 main masses of land on Earth. The first is Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. How Can Fish Breathe Underwater? By Amanda Jane. People have lungs that take oxygen from air. Fish have gills that can take oxygen from water. Water flows into the fish's mouth, then the gills, and go out through slits in the fish's sides. Miss Frizzle decided that this was a good moment for us to get out of the bus. Thank goodness. We had air tanks. All around us were fish and more fish. Many kinds of fish swim in large groups, called schools, said Miss Frizzle. Look at school of fish. Look, a school of children. I wish we had a bus. Down below on the muddy bottom, lobsters were catching crabs. Starfish used their arms to pry open shells, and jellyfish floated past, catching small fish within their stinging tentacles. The ocean was teeming with life. Most of the seafood we eat comes from here on the continental shelf, Arnold. I thought it came from the supermarket shelf. Miss Frizzle said there was life in the water we couldn't even see. She pulled out a microscope and made us look at seawater. Under the microscope, we saw a strange creature. Girls and boys, said Miss Frizzle. These tiny living things are called plankton. Plankton is a mass of plants and animals that float near the surface of the ocean. Most plankton are very small. Many cannot be seen without a microscope. There are 2 kinds of plankton. Children, some are plants and other are animals. Wow, a plankton animal is eating a plankton plant. Oh, yummy. We tried to listen, but we felt nervous. We noticed some dark shapes coming closer and closer. Where have I seen that scary shape before? Does the word shark mean anything to you? Oh no, children. Should not be swimming in shark-infested waters. Thanks for the safety tip, Lenny. How the sun feeds ocean animals. Plankton plants make food by using energy from the sun. Plankton animals eat the plankton plants. Larger animals eat the plankton animals. That is called the food chain. Without the sun shining on plankton plants, most ocean animals could not exist. Oh no, the shapes were tiger sharks. Miss Frizzle told us not to worry. She said most sharks will not eat people. The number of people killed by sharks every year is very, very small. Said Miss Frizzle. We panicked anyway. In fact, most sharks kill only 1 person a year. Cows can kill you a lot more. Humans are not the main diet of tiger sharks, but they may attack if humans are nearby. Uh-oh, we're nearby. Then an enormous whale shark slid by. Whale sharks never hurt people. They eat nothing but plankton, said Miss Frizzle. The giant shark swam down and we went along. We were leaving the continental shelf, following a steep cliff called the continental slope. We were on our way to the deep ocean floor. Hey, shark, come back to us. I'm supposed to rescue the kids. Here we go. Whale sharks are not whales. Whale sharks are fish like other sharks. They were named after whales because they are the biggest of all sharks. This is the whale shark. That is the tiger shark. After a while, the whale shark swam away, but the frizz kept going down. The water was bitter cold and pitch dark. Sunlight could not shine down so deep. Miss Frizzle switched on her flashlight as we swam onto the bus. We noticed that it had changed again. You're not afraid of the dark, are you, Arnold? Who, me? I love the dark. The dark is my friend. Can we go home now? Islands are mountaintops. When the top of an undersea mountain is above the surface, it is called an island. Interesting fact. This time it was a submersible, a vehicle made for exploring the deep ocean floor. The pressure down here would crush an ordinary submarine. Frizzy explained as she drove all the way to the bottom. There is not enough food here for large animals, Miss Frizzle told us. Deep sea fish are tiny. The deep ocean floor was as empty as an underwater desert. Those tiny deep sea fish can glow in the dark. They have their own special light, just as fireflies do on land. Then up ahead we saw a spot that was full of life. It looked like an undersea garden with all kinds of strange animals in it. This is a hot water vent. Class said the Frizz. A vent is an opening in the ocean floor. Flowing from the vent is super hot water mixed with hydrogen sulfide gas. At a hot water vent, there is enough food for many large animals. These tube worms look like huge lipsticks. Miss Frizzle said there were other vents on the ocean floor. Unfortunately, we do not have time to visit them. She added. Then she pulled up a lever on the dashboard, and the bus zoomed toward the surface. Those worms look just like spaghetti. Did we have lunch? Please, I just lost my appetite. The dandelion animal is like a little flower. The first vents were discovered in the 1970s and 1980s. Before then, ocean scientists had never seen large animals like these on the deep ocean floor. Soon we were motoring over the top of the ocean toward a sun-drenched island. The bus had changed into a glass-bottom boat. Through the glass, we saw what looked like a wall made of colorful rocks. Miss Frizzle said it was a coral reef made of tiny animals called coral polyps. We dove overboard and began to explore. Don't swim far. I haven't finished saving you yet. Oh, has he started already? I'm sure he's doing his best. The reef was made of many different kinds of corals. Some look like trees with branches, others look like fans or fingers, some even look like human brains. Look, it's your brain. No, it's yours. I heard it's been missing for years. What gives the coral their colors? Colorful one-celled plants called algae live inside coral polyps. The algae gives the coral its color. Without algae, all corals plain white. Corals need algae. If the algae dies, the coral will die too. Brain coral is not really a brain, children. It just happens to look like one. The coral reef makes a good home for many ocean plants and animals, said the Frizz. We saw crabs and lobsters, huge eels and octopi, slimy sea slugs, and spiny sea urchins, and the most colorful fish in the world. Smile, everyone. I always knew I was a star. Too soon. Miss Frizzle said it was time to go. No one wanted to be left behind, so we all climbed aboard. Frizzy stepped on the glass, and the bus chugged away from the coral reef. Don't worry, kids. We'll be home soon. Which way is home? Today, many coral reefs are in danger. People can save them. It took 1,000 years to build this reef. Please don't break it or pollute it. Be careful of our home. Also, octopi is the plural word for octopus. Nearby, a school of dolphins leaped past in the distance. We saw a whale. Everything seemed normal. Then we noticed that something weird was happening. The bus was getting flat. Hi, I'm a mammal. Small world, isn't it? So are we. Seal, dolphin, whale, walrus, sea otter, sea cow. Bottlenose dolphins, sperm whale. And, as usual, Miss Frizzle was the only one who stayed calm. She drove us the ocean current, and we were swept along in the fast-moving water for thousands of miles. After a while, we saw a beach again. Tell me, kids, is your bus always like this? Well, it's never been a boat before, and it's never been flat before, but otherwise it hasn't changed. Keep your balance, class. Rivers in the Ocean by Phoebe. Parts of the ocean flow like rivers. These moving areas are called ocean currents. These are all the animals. In shallow water, the ocean bottom drags the lower part of the wave and slows it down. The upper part keeps going fast, so it falls over or breaks. Everyone stay on the bus, shouted all the Frizz. On the bus was right. It had turned into a giant surfboard. This is great rescue of my career. This is the greatest rescue of my career, sorry. Congratulations, Lenny. We knew we could do it. Pelicans. And then there's the tern, which is another type of bird. We had to stand on top of it, and we were riding in a wild wave straight toward shore. Hooray, we are surfing. Cowabunga! Hang 10, class. Could I just hang one? Oh no, it was a giant wipeout. The whole class went under. The next thing we knew, we were washing up on the sand. Thanks to me, you're safe now, children. Glug. Tell me, does your teacher always dress like that? Not always. Sometimes she totally looks outrageous. Our diving suits were gone, and the bus was its old self again. There was it sitting in the parking lot as if nothing had happened. We thanked Lenny for everything and hit the road. Could you take a picture, please? I've never saved a whole class before. Okay, everybody, smile and wave. Back in our classroom, we made a terrific chart of the ocean for the bulletin board. Please don't walk on the dunes. Dune grass, lifeguard station, shore, tidal pool, sea star, sand crab, mussel, barnacle, intertidal zone, continental shelf. Hey Arnold, wasn't that the surfboard great? Wasn't that surfboard great? I like bulletin boards myself. Hey, I've got a sand collection, and here's the chart that the kids made. It's very long. Hopefully you can read it. It's all the places they visited. By then, we were definitely ready to go home. Thank goodness it was Friday. After that class trip, we really needed a weekend off. I'm exhausted, and my dad's taking me to the beach tomorrow. Don't worry, it's supposed to rain. Phew! Our letters. Uh-oh, look at her dress. Don't worry, dinosaurs aren't around anymore. The end. Bye.